Hi, and welcome back here on the Senior Network. We are now joined by Becky Davis of the Cypress of Hilton Head.
Thanks for having me again.
Glad to have you.
Thank you.
Tell us what's new.
Well, big things are happening at the Cypress, so
Okay.
thank you so much for asking.
Okay, all right.
Well, a lot of folks won't know that the Cypress is 26 years old this year. And, as the community ages, you have to keep up with all the changes and the needs of your members, and their needs are always changing. Their wants are always changing. So right now we are renovating some of our apartment buildings, the lobbies, new carpets, paints, wall coverings. Wow. How fun is that? To get fresh new facelift.
And it was also gorgeous to start with.
I know,
yeah,
I know,
yeah.
right? Everybody always comes to the campus and say, this is so beautiful. I'm like, just wait until you see what's happening. And then all new landscaping along some of our main roads into the Cypress. Thanks to Irma and Matthew, they did a little cleanup. So we get to go in and put in some fresh new landscaping, which is exciting. Our clubhouse is getting a facelift as well. New, again, carpet, paint, furniture.
That's all this year?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, let's hope. You know
Yeah.
how best laid plans, but anyway,
Sure.
we're hoping this is all going to be complete this year. And lastly, the Preston Health Center is adding on a new wing called the Arbor at the Preston Health Center. I am in sales and marketing for independent living,
Sure.
so I'm going to apologize ahead of time for speaking about the Preston, and I get some of this wrong, but from what I've been told and what they're promoting, the Arbor is going to have, I think, 10, 11 more private rooms with private baths. It's intensive rehabilitation, subacute care. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be for a permanent stay. I think the length of time one can stay in the Arbor is 3 weeks to receive some sort of intensive therapy and rehab. Yeah, skilled rehab. I know there can be like fine dining services.
That's needed.
No
Yeah,
kidding,
really
right?
is.
So,
There's a
Greg,
need
when
for
you
that.
get that
Absolutely.
hip replacement for all that CrossFit you're doing,
right.
come to the Arbor. We'll have a spot for you. That's why I know it's a good place for me, I tell you. But no, it's very exciting.
Sure,
and again, we're
absolutely.
watching the trends of all that.
Sure.
And so, yeah.
That is awesome.
Isn't it?
Congratulations.
Thank you. We're real excited.
She gets so excited about
I know.
anything.
I love change.
Passion, baby.
I love
You
change.
love it. You love it. Now, how is the independent side is what you're talking about? Is there a waiting list to get in there? Or
There is.
Okay.
I have about 200 plus folks on a wait list.
Wow.
And I know, and that's the first. I mean, when couples in my office are they're like so anxious to move to the Cypress, and I say, well, the good news is I don't have any availability. The bad news is I don't have any availability. And they say, well, we'll get on your wait list. How many people are on your wait list? And I say, well, over 200. They go from to, I'll never get into the Cypress. But no, the neat thing about the Cypress, it is an equity model. You own your home. I'm a licensed realtor with the state of South Carolina. Okay. I have to go to everyone on the wait list who is waiting for, if you're on the wait list, Greg, for a golf cottage,
Sure.
and you want to make a move in 2019, I will call you in 2019 when one becomes available. Just because you're the first person on the list does not mean that the last person on the list won't be notified. Because at the end of the day, I'm working for the sellers, try to get them the best possible price. And so so I don't want anyone to be discouraged that, I'll never get into the Cypress. If you are interested in you don't pigeonhole yourself and say, I only want a view of, a southwest, east exposure, whatever it may be. Yeah, they'll be available.
Total units, homes that you have?
322. With Bay Club cottages, those are our waterfront cottages, our golf cottages, apartments, and villas. Villas are apartment style living. They just have outdoor space, like a walkout patio or a balcony.
Right. Travis, do you folks work in the Cypress at all in that area?
That's not my territory, but we do.
Okay.
We do.
I've heard your name mentioned on our campus.
Okay, that's
great.
a good thing.
Yeah.
That's what we like to hear. Yeah. So not my territory, but we've heard great things, and we love it.
Yeah. Well, we always say if you're doing well, we're doing well.
Absolutely,
I mean, it's just all a
It's
matter
full
of
circle, absolutely.
and getting the message out to
Yep.
folks to plan early, plan ahead. Great reason to move to the Beaufort area. you know, all the supportive services, because I
Absolutely.
don't know about,
It's unreal.
Yeah, when I come, folks from, I don't know, just say North Carolina, for example, like, well, what kind of supportive services do you have for aging in place? I'm like, well, let me tell you.
We've got it covered.
Yeah, we've got it covered. Big
Everything
time.
you can imagine.
And a lot of times we'll exactly point them in the direction of this show, and
That's right.
they can just listen and see.
Absolutely.
You know.
And do you know people actually watch this show?
Really?
Oh my gosh! I mean, I'm like, I'm in Publix. I'm like, you're on TV. I'm like, yes.
So glad we showed up today, though, right? Appreciate it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, good. Well, Travis, this is probably the second or third time we've gotten to sit down together. So tell me a little bit about what's going on new with you guys. You mentioned some events you were doing in Savannah and so forth.
Yeah, so Pruitt Health, we partner with Honor Flight, Savannah. Honor Flight's in a lot of major cities, but the goal of that program is we take veterans to D.C. To their memorials and their museums and monuments. So at the beginning of May, Honor Flight Savannah, we took 24 veterans. We used to fly, but it's a lot of logistic problems you can have with guys in wheelchairs. So we take a bus up on Friday, all day Saturday. We do the World War II Memorial, the Marine Corps Memorial, things like that, Wounded Warriors Memorial. Arlington, we get a private tour. We get a sentinel to come out and do a little speech to us. But it's a great program, and it's really, really rewarding. And love to do it. So I'll be back. That was my first one. I've done some stuff around locally for them, but that was my first trip to D.C., and it was rewarding.
Good for you.
Yeah, thanks.
My neighbor, Dave Tremarelli, went on that,
Uh-huh.
and he had he's the most
Hilarious. Philly.
Yes, from Philadelphia, but he said he partnered with, I guess each volunteer partners with a veteran.
A guardian.
And he had, I guess Sam was 85, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. And do I
Hold the phone.
Oh my gosh, I just want to talk.
It's all the time we've got. Becky, thank you for joining us again.
Well, thank
Appreciate
you
it.
for
Travis,
having us.
thank you so much. Thank you for joining us here on the Senior Network, where senior care experts come together. We'll see you the next time.